Hey there, welcome to the channel. In this video, I'm going to be taking you through step by step and showing you how to set up a powerful AI web scraping tool called BrowserAct. This video is actually sponsored by BrowserAct, so I'm going to leave a link in the description below where you can get a discount, and it's also free to get started. You can install it directly into any of your available coding harnesses, so that could be Codex, Claude Code, OpenCode, VS Code, Cursor, whatever you're using. In this tutorial, we're going to be running it inside the command line interface, and I'm going to be building a complete remote jobs listing website inside Codex using BrowserAct. So without further ado, let's get into the tutorial. Please go ahead and subscribe to the channel, and I look forward to showing you how to get started using BrowserAct. I've got the website pulled up here. You can get started completely for free. I'm also going to leave a link in the description below where you can get a discount when you use my link. In this particular case, what I want to build with BrowserAct is a web scraper which is going to scrape a remote jobs database, and we're going to create our own web app using the data from We Work Remotely. So in order to get started, you're just going to come over here to SkillForge on the website, and this is how you're going to install the skill inside your coding harness. So that could either be Codex, Claude Code, OpenCode, whatever you're using for coding using AI. And you can see this is the one-line npx install command that you need to run. What that's going to do is it's going to fetch the skill from the GitHub repository. It's also going to install all the dependencies, and it's just going to install the skill. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy and paste this into my terminal over here. So you can see here it's going to install in all of the different coding harnesses on my computer. And I'm just going to install it for this local project in this case. And now from here I can open up my coding harness. So in this case I use Codex, and from here we can pull up that specific skill. And now I could just tell it exactly what I want it to do. I'm just going to tell it to scrape the website, and we're going to paste in the link right here. Now it's going to get to work right away scraping the entire website. So basically what it's doing is just coming over here and it's scraping each one of these particular jobs from the website. It should be able to get all of the details for each job as well. Now what it's done is it's actually just gone ahead and created a Python script inside the directory over here, and what this is going to do is it's just going to run the BrowserAct skill and scrape all the websites. So it's just like a simple Python script. We've also got the skill.md file inside here as well. So this is specifically for scraping We Work Remotely. It's going to extract public We Work Remotely job listing sections and cards from the site's listing pages, and it also has a sample output example over here in JSON as well. So that's what we want it to look like, and it should be able to get all of the details for each job. And then from there we can build our own web app, which is basically just going to emulate We Work Remotely. Now it's asking if it can use the skill to extract data from We Work Remotely and return the JSON output. So yeah, I'm just going to say yeah, go ahead. So it's going to just extract everything from the website in JSON format. So now I was able to get the headline results for each of the jobs, pulled in how many total jobs are on the website. In this case, I actually want to build a batch scraper, and I want to scrape particular jobs from this site. So if I come down to job categories, you can see these are all the different job categories. And then I can just provide it with the different categories of jobs that we want to scrape from the site. So it went ahead and it basically just scraped a bunch of jobs from the website. These are the different listing URLs, and it's also creating the category pages over here as well. And it was able to request 9 pages. And then I can also just go ahead and add this to a CSV, or I can add a keyword filter so it keeps matching jobs, or I can extend it to crawl all category links from the whole page automatically. And this is a relatively small database, so it's pretty easy to do this sort of stuff with BrowserAct. The batch scrape succeeded with a homepage discovery. It got all 10 pages. Again, I just want to add a filter to only scrape categories matching certain keywords. So I'm just going to say, scrape front end and sales, and get all of the job details as well. So here we go. So what it did was it just entered in just these particular categories. And now it's just going to scrape just those job categories. And I also want to go ahead and get all of the details for each job listing as well. If I click here, I want to get all of the details over here, which it currently doesn't have yet. So it should just be able to parse through all of the different jobs over here using the specific URLs and then get all of the job details for each of the listings. Using BrowserAct, it's getting all of the job details and it's creating the necessary scripts to scrape each one of the job details pages. Like this one right here, it's going to get the title of the job, it's going to get an about section here, it's going to get all of the URLs including the link to apply for the job and the entire job description. So if we come over to the folder here, you can see this is the script that it created to get all of the job details. It's just a simple Python script and it's going to output this into a job details.json file, which we should see over here shortly, using the BrowserAct SkillForge skill. And one of the really nice things about using the BrowserAct SkillForge skill is that it uses a stealth mode in order to not be detected as a scraper. The API first approach skips page rendering for dramatically faster execution. It's token efficient. It's also got login collaboration, so it can automatically log in with your account if you need to do that on the website, and it can also fill out CAPTCHAs automatically to avoid bot detection. It's just updating the batch scrape job details Python script right here. As you can see, we should get an output over here relatively soon with all of the job details, and then what we can do is we can take that JSON and we can feed it into building an app to display all of the job listings, which I'm also going to show you how to do in this tutorial. Finally generated the job details listing. It's about 3,200 lines. And you can see here it's now got all of the job listing descriptions, including the source URL, the page title, as well as the company website, company logo, the address, as well as the entire description for the job in HTML. It's also got the apply URL here as well, which is quite important, so that you can easily apply through the website that we're going to be building. Now that we have all of the job listings and descriptions from We Work Remotely, I'm going to create a detailed prompt over here inside Claude Desktop to build a web app, which is going to be my remote job listings website. So that's exactly what it's doing now. I've just told it to create a detailed prompt to build a remote jobs listings website in React Invite, and it's creating the detailed prompt, which I can then copy and paste over here into Codex. As you can see right here, it has created the remote jobs listing website prompt. It's got the project overview in here. It's got the entire tech stack as well as the design direction, the JSON data structure, which we may need to modify to match what we have over here in this file, but that should be fine. Codex should be able to figure it out relatively easily. And it's got all of the pages and everything that we need, as well as the job card design. So this is what the job listings are going to look like. We've got the job details pages, we've got the company directory, everything inside this detailed prompt. And what we're going to do is we're just going to paste that in over here into Codex, and we're going to start building out the web app for our jobs listing website. I say this will probably take about 5-6 minutes probably to build the entire website. We have a complete implementation plan for the website, which I was able to write inside Codex using the Superpowers writing plan skill. And in order to get started, I can either choose sub-agent driven execution or inline execution. I'm just going to choose number 1, and it's just going to execute on this complete detailed implementation plan, which we were able to create within a couple minutes inside Codex. And then I can also put this up on a Versal account as well if I want to make the website live quickly and easily. You can also just go ahead and convert the JSON into .csv format, as I've already done. Just went ahead and converted the JSON into a .csv format. So now we've got all of the remote jobs in a CSV file with everything included over here inside a .csv file for easy access. I'm going to let this website build execute in Codex to create all of the files while I go to lunch, and by the time I get back it will be finished. Shouldn't take longer than about 10-15 minutes. And I've just gone ahead and told it to start the local dev server and run the web app. So now you can see this is the initial version of the web app, which we've built within about 10-15 minutes inside Codex. And now I've gone ahead and told it to wire up the JSON output and display all the data over here. So let's see if we can do that. Should the scraped data become the app's source of truth on the home page? I'm just going to say yes, go ahead. And then it's going to add all of the job listings into the web app, and I also want to make sure that the search bar is working over here as well. And now it's going to import the JSON from the output folder, flatten the sections into a searchable job index. It's going to render all the listings on the home page and use the detailed JSON for internal job pages, which is exactly what I want, and it's going to update the Vite file access. And then now this is the crux of the whole thing here. So we want to create this weworkremotely.js file under source data, and what this should do is it's just going to add in all of the job listings, and we've got the JSON files over here as well. So it basically just copied and pasted those into its own directory over here. Companies, categories, and jobs, and components. Under jobs we've got the job card file, as well as all of the basically UI that's going into the site, and it's just going ahead and writing all of this quickly and easily over here inside Codex. I don't have to know how to write a single line of code, it's just going to do everything for me. And boom, now we have a website, look at this, that lists all of the different remote jobs broken down by category. And if I click on this one for freelance or AI engineer, it pulled up all of the data for that specific job, and if I want to click and apply, I can click to apply, and it's going to take me over to the We Work Remotely website where the user can create an account and apply to this job. Ultimately, I would like to build that out so that it's done throughout my own website. But overall, this is a really, really good step in the right direction. The website looks really nice. I also want to see if I can search as well. So if I search for, let's say, writer, for example, it pulls up only the writing jobs. So freelance writer, data labeling specialist, I'm assuming this has writing somewhere in the keywords. Customer support jobs, design jobs, they're all broken down by category. So if I click on category here, boom, it pulls up only those specific category jobs. And again, if I just go ahead and click here, it'll pull up this one with all of the job listing details. Looks like it's not pulling in the right salary, so that's something that may have not been scraped correctly with BrowserAct, but overall I say this is a really, really nice looking website right off the bat. And this was only built within about 20 minutes using Codex and also BrowserAct. So I highly recommend, if you're looking to build a website by scraping data from another website, this is one of the most powerful tools out there. It was able to complete this entire thing within about an hour, including all of the scraping. And again, you're not going to get blocked from the API or the website for scraping because it's got all of the security features built into it. Is to just continue building out this site and adding more and more features and functionality to it. So I've just said, what else do you recommend adding to the site? It comes back with the highest value additions that it recommends, including advanced filters, real job details pages, sort controls, SEO and structured data, and more. And now it's saying which filter set should I include in the first pass. So I'm just going to select the core set, which is going to fix up the search, section category, job type, and sort. This is the fastest path with the least UI complexity, so we're just going to go ahead and start implementing that so that it fixes up the site. And it shouldn't take very long to make this into a fully fledged remote job site that I can then go ahead and put up on my Vercel account and deploy on the web. Thank you so much for watching this video, which has been sponsored by BrowserAct. I'm going to leave a link in the description below where you can sign up. You can get started completely for free and start building your own web apps using this powerful skill.